the man you know and love as Stefan and Silas, and the Ripper, Paul Wesley. You caught that, but he tried to sneak past me, and I did cop a feel, as any valid Vampire Diaries fan should do. All right, the talented young woman who deserves at least one Emmy for every character she plays, Nina Dobrev.
Care vote is, are you going to kiss or not?
The point is,
nobody cares.
I had icicles and
There's one dude. There's one dude in the audience, and his team Stefan. Where is he? I love you.
oh, they're holding up.
I get all the dudes.
There's a banner.
All right. I got a couple.
Paul, you're speaking like a director. You just directed your first episode. Congratulations.
He's an amazing director.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Watch, Paul's whole first episode is going to be close-ups of Ian's eyes to guarantee that.
The whole episode is just close-up of Stefan and Damon's eyes. And like Stefan's sexy muscles.
Yeah.
What was the experience like for you and Nina and Ian? Are you interested in directing as well? Can you first talk about what was it like directing?
It was amazing. I was expecting, honestly, I was expecting them to really haze me, and they didn't. But Nina reminded me of a really funny thing. My first day of directing, I walk into my dressing room and there's a wrapped like a gift, and I'm like, and it says, to Paul, the director, and can you just reiterate what the card said, because it was so good?
I basically wrote Paul a letter saying.
It was funny. That sounded like one of those like.
That's sort of what it said.
It sounded like one of those like. By the way, like we should invent an e-card where it opens up and it goes, "I love you, I love you." Where are you from?
Yeah, find us after the show.
That's awesome.
It was pretty awesome.
Most unique voice. He should dictate all the Vampire Diaries beginning. Like, he should be like,
this week on the Vampire Diaries.
Instead of like Stefan and Elena.
We're not making fun of you.
We're not making fun of you. It was great.
That was beautiful, man. It was freaking awesome.
It was awesome.
Thank you.
So I wrote him a letter saying it's been after half a decade we've come so far, and now when you enter the next phase of your career, I wanted to give you a little gift, a token, and remind you of where we started and where it all began, and what's most important.
Yes.
And as he unwrapped the gift, it was
a giant portrait of Nina. And Nina's.
But like in neon.
But not
Nina's,
like printed, like painted.
Just Nina's face.
Like
it was a
face,
painting.
Long flowing
It was a
hair.
painting of Nina's face.
But it was this big.
And it's huge. And now it's hanging up in my dressing room. No, it was awesome.
What I love about that is, for anyone who doesn't know the backstory, that comes in your dressing room, it's just like,
right.
Apparently has some secret voice we didn't know about.
The picture of his own face.
Right.
There are very, very few people that have clearance to walk into Paul Wesley's dressing room.
Yeah.
Is that true?
And I am one of those few.
You have to have clearance. I had a.
We all love like messing with each other.
Caroline, I think you have
the only dressing room with a peephole. I have a peephole.
Can't get a word in. He's there.
No, I don't really have people. But no, you're right, Ian. Nobody really goes into my dressing room. It's a forbidden area.
Yeah, I go in there.
It's a forbidden zone.
I go in there. I just two knocks, open the door.
Yeah. Ian's allowed into my forbidden
I'm the brother. What is he
zones.
going to do? Kill me?
What was your question?
The question was how the experience was for you.
It was a great experience.
Okay.
It was wonderful. Honestly, all jokes aside, these guys, everyone, but these guys in particular. What?
Take your shirt off.
What?
They're exploiting you.
After party. Yeah. Paley Fest after party.
Paul's hotel room.
In my forbidden room.
Just knock twice.
Just knock twice. All right. These two guys were amazing because they knew their lines, they nailed it, they really brought it, and it was so touching because I didn't know what to expect, and I think they tried their hardest to be good for me because they wanted my episode to be good, and it was touching. Thank you. My family.
I love you too,
my family.
Paul.
My sisters. But yeah.
Don't call me that, Paul.
Well, you're my wife. You're not my sister. Anyway, it was great. I'll be directing season 47.
45.
Yeah.
The Vampire Diaries. Everything is different about me except the hair. It's the only thing.
I think it's called the hero hair, right?
Hero hair.
Hero hair.
Although
We're going to do 30 seconds. We're going to go down the line and back again. And the category is characters who've died on the Vampire Diaries. And the person who gets in the last word right before the buzzer rings is the winner. So I just want to see how many we can remember in 30 seconds. Starting over. 3, 2, 1, go.
Vicky.
Pearl.
Alaric.
she said Pearl. We lost.
Alaric.
Said Anna.
And Jenna.
Silas.
Amara.
Silas.
You don't understand the
Silas?
game.
God.
Oh,
I said Silas.
no one's arguing that.
Hey man, it's a good thing you're pretty. I'll tell you that much.
I'm going to talk to you guys about the doppelganger palooza that you have been in this past season.
Doppelganger
You've played
palooza.
3 different relationships together, Stelena, Stefan, and Samara. I think I'm getting that right.
Oh, right.
How challenging is it for you not only to keep those 3 characters straight, but then your interactions with each other as those 3 different characters? I mean, I have to say, hands down, you both have done amazing, amazing work.
Yes.
And what a challenging job you guys have had, so kudos to you. But how has it been for you shifting between those 3 characters and also your inner dynamics between each other? Has it been difficult?
Well, you've had to do it for years. I only did it for like half a season, but you're probably better to answer that than I am.
Well, I think it's.
I'm so lazy. I don't want to answer
That's
the
what we
question.
call pawning off a question.
I'm like, you're better at that.
That was a total pawn off.
Whatever.
But she can handle it.
I think I'm going to only speak for myself. So Paul can answer this after me. But when you get to set on whatever day that we're filming, you approach whatever character you're playing with a completely different, perspective and different angle, and you bring that character to life. And so your interaction with the other role or the other person is very different, and you have, you can separate them. But as soon as they call cut, he's exactly the same. I'm exactly the same, but it's luckily the storylines have been so, the writing's so good, and we've been able to really dig deep into it and create
I thought the silence and Amara.
he has something to say.
What she said.
Wow.
But it's been a challenge.
Thank you.
Yes.
But I love when Silas and Amara came together at the end, and we'd known her for 3 minutes, and we'd known Silas for just a period of series. I was crying my freaking head off when I watched that scene when they died together, and that's a testament to how good you guys are.
And I would say one of the best scenes on the show is when Nina had to be all three girls at once during the ritual. Yeah, during the ritual. And I feel like we kind of revolved the whole episode around that moment because we knew it was going to be hard to produce and we knew it was going to be hard on you. But like, it just, every character was a completely, you had one line for each character, I think, and every character was just completely different.
Triple ganger.
Like, wow.
There's an equally vocal amount of people, and everyone would disagree and yell at me, but there's an equally vocal amount of people that are team, Stelena and team all the things. So, like, I watch my shows, and I like that Livia likes Fitz and Jake. Like.
What show is that?
Scandal, man.
Oh.
Scandal, and I'm not, So it's all cyclical. It's all part of their journey with each other, and Stefan and Elena had it. And they love.
I love him too.
So if we let one
guys.
affect us too much, then we're not being honest to the story, and it's hard. It's not easy because it's loud.
Yeah, I was trying to think of another show where the love triangle is that potent, like where both sides are so animate about their belief, and I think like Nina gets to, is in the middle of it, so you get, everyone loves
love
you.
triangle.
Like, what
a strange notion.
Well, I remember sitting in Kevin's office back when we were he was helping write the finale of Dawson's Creek, and I wasn't even working on Dawson's Creek at the time.
You were like 5.
And he goes,
okay.
And he said, who should Joey pick, Dawson or Pacey? And this is like,
who did she pick?
So she picked Pacey when all said and done. But that's how much the love triangle that grew out of that show wasn't being driven towards a particular endgame. It was life. It was real.
Well, I have a question.
Relationships.
Is she gonna pick someone at the end?
Yeah.
I love your question.
I have an idea.
I hope. By the way, I hope whoever she picks saves their pennies for a rainy day, because after all the shit that Elena Gilbert's been through because of these two, they're gonna owe her like. It's gonna have to be like really nice dinner
I think
dates
they should compel
and diamond
her.
rings and like trips to nice islands.
I think they should compel her to forget everything that ever happened, and
Yes.
then the final episode is just like her saying, "Hi, you guys are both lame."
I think after everything these boys have put her through, she's gonna become a lesbian. She's like, you know what, boys are too much work. I understand women so much better.
Very valid.
So I'm just gonna
Elena line.
Valid point.
I'll volunteer now to be in the final episode as her romantic love interest.
Valid point.
We can just use my fan fiction.
Valid point. That's hot.
I guess this question is Julie. Because the whole Silas and catch-up thing and that went on, and Elena is drawn to Stefan, will Elena ever truly be happy, and will she actually ever have that free will in her life where she can actually be happy and figure her life out?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in the next couple episodes, we actually dig deeper into that whole notion.
There's only one left.
Well, what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
They're watching. This idea of the universe drawing them together and what that really means, and is that really true? And then it leads Elena and Stefan to a lot of conversations about, their love story and the free will or not attached to it, depending on, what they learn about this universal prophecy. So
As long as it's not in Damon's bed.
it's not in. Why? Huh? What's wrong with that?
Stefan and Elena in Damon's bed. That's just so wrong.
How about your shower?
My shower's fine because I can clean that out. What's your question, darling?
This is gonna be a good one.
Do we still have hope for Stelena?
Hope for Stelena.
Caroline?
Stelena. Doesn't that sound like...
I'll say there's really good Stelena stuff coming up in the episode that Paul directed. And you get to see Stelena kind of as we've never seen them before, and it's very satisfying. It's nostalgic. It keeps
It's reminiscent of season 1.
Yeah.
And did you just pull that out? Do you actually know that, or did you just pull that out of your...
No, my episode that I
Okay.
Script?
Oh, yeah.
Up there, the question is, where do you see Stefan going in the show?
Stefan.
Well, I think that's more of a Julie question.
Is going straight to the liquor store, buying a six-pack. No, what's he doing?
I don't know.
What do you got going on?
Caroline?
Guys, we got
Stefan has a hard time. You know, he's had a hard time all season. And
things go terrible.
They get even
really
worse
badly.
for Stefan towards the end.
Well, I know,
For
right?
everybody.
It's unbelievable.
And then they get better.
Sorry. So sorry about
By the way, it hasn't been easy for anyone.
But I think
but you were.
Any of us.
He takes a turn for the worse.
Yeah.
He takes a turn
I think we have time